Guess what I'm doing? I'm working on my yard sale today. I'm going to have a big yard sale, hopefully. Well, not even hopefully. I am having a big yard sale this summer in upstate New York, in case you're around and you want to travel here to see our farm and our bees. But I'm getting things ready for that. We'll probably have some honey at the oh, Clay's coming in. He's going to let the cats in. I have a major mess in my house. I am cleaning everything out. We've been hibernating, huh?
I've been hoping for the weather to change so I get out to the beehives.
How were they today?
Number one beehive we thought was dead is not dead.
Do you want me to walk out with you?
Well, I didn't. I just took the top out because I wanted to see if they were eating the sugar, and if that number one was the one I was worried about surviving.
Yeah.
And I took the top off. The top honey super is empty. They barely touched the sugar, but as soon as I took the top off, you could hear them humming down in the bottom.
Oh, you can hear them humming down? Okay.
I might take that top super off and use those frames for my, well, I can't use them for, they could be too short, but I can still use them, but for my nuke boxes.
So, well, stay right there, sweetie. We've been hibernating. We've been studying bees nonstop. And I'm getting ready for yard sale. Actually, we're waking up from the hibernation now, because there's a lot of things we got to get done.
That's why I wanted to get outside and get some stuff done for the bees. I got to start getting swarm traps put out so that we can catch some swarms this spring.
Plus, we want to paint this year.
Yeah.
And we were talking about buying a NutriPot or an air fryer.
No air fryer.
What did we find out? Oh, walk outside because it's sunny outside. I want to see what's
It's not really sunny out. It's still chilly. You better put a coat on.
Oh, I don't need a coat. I'm hot right now. Okay, so what's the air fryer thing? I like being outside. There's Blue. He was real sick a couple weeks ago, but we nursed him back to health. He had a cold. We gave him some Vicks and
The air fryer.
Much better.
The air fryer is way too small for a family. From what I watched different videos and things on it, you can only do a small handful of fries. And from some of my friends at work that have them, said that it's not worth it if you've got a family because you can only do about one serving at a time, and it takes about 10 to 15 minutes of serving. So by the time the fourth or fifth person eats, everybody else is done.
Well, we figured out that it's the same thing, what you told me, pretty much is a New Wave oven.
New Wave oven is good.
And so, anyway, so that was that. And then, but we've been hibernating. I've been working too on studying sweepstakes because I'm getting back into that. Which
well, I figured with the snow being gone, I could check things out. I think I'm going to get my hive tool out and take that top box off there.
This cat's been sleeping with Clay. They all have their turn where they really kind of want to be with him. This is Blue, which is a little boy. Sometimes you can't tell right away because they drop. They're little jingle bells. Like months after you get them, so don't assume.
This one likes everything you do to him.
Oh, this one's super friendly.
Just loves to be
He is like, oh my, like pat me, pat me, pat me, pat me.
It's like better than a dog for wanting to have time with you.
But we got a whole bunch of things planned. This is actually almost like the beginning of the year when spring comes. We kind of hibernated this year. We didn't do that many videos this year, huh?
Not really.
And we keep saying, oh, we're going to do more, but now we really have to because, well, we like doing
with spring coming on, it's a little easier. I checked out the fruit trees. They got nice buds. I knocked the excess peach things that were left on the tree. I knocked them off the tree, the ones I could reach.
And we're doing a selfie.
And your roses are green at the bottom, so that means they survived the winter.
I probably look like
and I didn't cover them up like you should, but I'll have to do the trimming of the dead branches this spring. But I'll wait until they start getting some.
The roses all look like they survived the first year.
They did.
You know what I noticed the other day?
There's an awful lot of stones in there. I don't remember.
I know. Well, there's some garbage and stuff. I think that
I don't remember snow blowing out and rocks over here. Maybe they did.
He's got all 5 hives so far have survived.
Which is good. That first year I lost 2, right?
Yep. First year.
And I split the second year I split the killer beehive into 2, so it made 1 and 2 were large hives again, and we bought 2 nukes, and they survived, and the third one was the swarm we caught from hive number 2 out of the tree that I got stung pretty good. So
why did you get stung pretty good?
Because I was up on a ladder with the bucket, shaking the bees into the bucket, and my helper, well, I will not name her, I asked her to hand me the lid when I said hand me the lid, and she threw it at me like a frisbee and ran. So some of the bees come back out of the bucket and weren't very happy. And I felt the blunt with about 30 stings that time. It's funny now, but at that time it wasn't very funny.
You'll see him out with no suit on, and I'm going to be completely suited up.
I try not to suit up. I sweat too much, but if I'm working with the angry hives, I think I'm going to at least use my veil, not so much the suit. I don't like the suit, but I'll just put the head cover on so I don't get stung in the face. I could take the stings on the body. It's no big deal.
They like the carbon monoxide from your mouth, so they always go for your face, and they get in your hair.
Yeah, I don't.
Ah!
Cat just got her.
The cat wanted me so bad, he jumped on my lap. He actually jumped up in my arms. He's so funny.
So
did you see that?
Yeah,
he jumped up
this
in my
morning
arms.
is just going to be kind of get things going. I want to get some. Frames with.
Here, you better hold Blue, because Blue's like crawling all over. He just wants loving.
We'll get some frames with some wax on them and put them in our swarm traps. Because a friend of mine's got bees. I found out this winter he has bees lands in his certain tree every year, 2 or 3 times a year, and he had no idea who to give them to or how to get rid of them, and he knew if he waited for a couple of days they'd take off anyway. So now he's going to contact me so I can go collect them, and we'll do a video on them of me collecting them. You really want?
We might have to have Tom do the video, because you might need me to help you.
Oh no, because Tom will run. Tom's afraid of bees. I've worked with Tom with bees before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I took a big wasp nest out of a tree.
Uh-huh.
I was up on the ladder, and I pulled the branch down and told him when to clip the branch, and I'd slowly go down the ladder, which I did. I didn't get stung, being wasps. And we had a burning barrel going, so that when I got the wasp nest down, we could just put it right in the burning barrel and get rid of it all. And that wasp nest was probably this big. And I told him to clip the branch, and I wasn't looking. He clipped the branch, which was fine. And I got down the ladder and I turned to find out something from him, and he was like 40 miles away. He didn't want anything to do with those bees. So nobody got stung that day, but I got rid of the hive for him. But now we're going to be working with honeybees, not wasps.
Which are very gentle. Well,
I got things I got to get going. And
yes, and
I want to get something done today. I've still got chores to do. The birds are all out there singing, looking for something to eat.
We want to make a note too. What did we do last night? You probably forgot, because this is why we've been just getting things. Chicken? Was it last night we did the chicken?
Yeah, we bought 80 pounds of chicken. The grocery store had 40-pound boxes on sale. 40 pounds for $29. And we bought the bone-in thighs. We brought it all home because you have to put a $10 deposit on it and you go pick it up at a certain date. Well, last night was the date we had to pick it up. And we got out of we used quart bags, Ziploc freezer bags, and we put 4 in each bag and 6 bags in each grocery bag to be put in the freezer. We end up getting 36 quarts with 2 or 4 thighs in each one, and that was a lot of chicken. That'll be pretty near half a year.
Which I'm going to get that new wave out today and we'll cook some in that.
Yep. We'll do some, you got breading, we'll bread some.
We'll bread some, yeah.
Alright, let me get some work done, dear, and
Yes,
get off this video. And
well, I'm going to keep talking to these guys a little bit, just giving them updates, you know, what's going on.
I just got to get things done.
He's got to get to work. I want to just tell you what's going on.
I only get one day to get most of my work done. That's Saturdays.
Yeah, Saturday's his day. So I just want to keep you guys updated on what's going on here. So I'm getting ready for a big yard sale. We need to paint this year. Things have been kind of, you know, we've been married for 6 years. So I think we've gotten a lot done in the 6 years we've gotten married. So I'm boxing up everything. We had some boxes that we got from Lowe's. I'm just marking them May or whatever. And I'm putting everything in here. Hey, there I am. That mirror actually came from my parents. That needs to be cleaned. But I'm boxing up things we don't need. And, you know, we had his, hers, ours, whatever. And just things that we just accumulated over time, you know, just junk. And so we're going to put that, not junk to us, maybe someone else wants it. So we're going to have a yard sale this year. And we're going to have, like, also a honey. And I'm going to hopefully put some of my African violets out there. This is just a video, basically, to update. I've been spending a lot of time, you know, I do a lot of praying, and this year I've actually, my sister says I'm like a scientist, so I kind of felt like I wanted to, really felt for a long time that God wanted me to continue to do my sweepstakes, but I felt like it was on hold for a while. So now I feel like I'm going to go full force with it and keep it as part of the agenda that I do. It was just something I felt like the Lord kind of put it on hold and I'm back into it, and I'm teaching others how to sweepstake. So I have a blog, Sweepstakers, free, hot, and a lot. Got messed up on the name, but I'm going with it because I have so many followers on that blog. So basically, I teach you how to sweepstake, and it's a great way to help add money to your, well, money, things, Amazon cards, trips, whatever you want. So it's just something that I feel helps families. So I wanted to do some extra research on it so I could teach other people more and more, because I knew a lot already, but I wanted to, you know, go a little deeper and teach other people so they could do it successfully. So I pretty much just tell-all, you know, how to really win, you know. So you can actually access it too through my blog, my main blog, which is Hopeful Backyard Farm. So there's a link in the side that you can just click on. But there's also, usually I leave a few sweepstakes there every day for people to click on. But I want to help other people win because I've been through some hard times, good times. I've been rich, I've been poor, and everything in between. It's whatever you consider rich or poor, but I think I've probably gone the gamut on both in some, well, gamut for me, I guess, in both. But I'm in the middle now. Just living a normal life, right? Thank you, Lord. But anyway, these are my African violets. Only one bloomed all winter long. The problem is in my house, I don't have that much light. This was just kind of like a makeshift shelving that we got. Actually, I got this in a review. Clay, can you turn that down? Clay, can you turn that down? So I got this. Anyway, he can't hear me. So I got that in a review. I just want to talk loud so I don't get cut off by YouTube for having some kind of noise. So it's really messy here. We've been doing stuff. Clay's been sleeping and doing all this stuff. I've been sleeping this morning. You know, we just kind of get up and lounge. We've been watching bees. I can't say whose video we're watching right now because for some reason, oh, I did turn it down or off, but it was off. This we moved to the side because the cats kept jumping up on it, but I gotta move it back. Cats have been laying down here with the dog. So we got some plastic on the windows to keep the cold out. But basically there's lots of things that have to get done now. Our hibernation is done. It's back to stuff. So this is probably, hopefully, the only year we really hibernate this much, but I really had to do some in-depth study on the sweepstaking, because yes, it's easy, enter and stuff like that, but I wanted to really watch and see so I could help other people and gather, you know, my information. I have read a lot of books on sweepstaking before, and I have won a lot. I've won Aldi's $1,000. I won $3,000 painting. I won stuff from NFL, clothes, shoes, food, you know, all that stuff. So I've won some cool things, but I wanted to help other people win too. So anyway, so that's what's going on. Some of my plants have been extremely neglected this year. My bookshelf needs to be straightened out. Clay's been working on his bee stuff, gathering bee stuff, so he's been putting some of the little stuff in these little boxes and then kind of looking and seeing what he wanted. And so that's what's been going on. So painting definitely needs to get done, and we've been watching tons of videos this year. The reason this old sheet's here is because I threw it up one day because those little valances just didn't cover them, and because I've been working and stuff, I just said, well, we'll throw this up because Clay didn't like it, so it looks terrible. I know. Hey, we live in the country. Nobody ever comes to see us. That's what I always say. So we got a bunch of new movies. Despicable Me. I like Doris Day and stuff. So I've been watching a lot of movies, and this is another one I love. I love this movie, The Zookeeper's Wife. My sister didn't like it as much as I did. She loved the book more. I love the movie. So here comes my sweet husband again. I'm showing my very messy house. It's very, very messy, but we're cleaning today, and we're going through stuff, and it's going to be messy for a little bit here until we're done. Probably to the big yard sale, huh?
Hey, I gotta come in and get some gloves.
So he's coming in to get gloves. All right, guys. So with that, oh, and also too, I got to mention this too. This winter too, I've also been.
Still a little chilly out there.
This winter also too, you know, I'm just kind of telling what's been going on. I had to, in October, I got 3 cats. Well, in October I got 2 cats. Well, anyway, ended up this winter getting 3 cats and a dog. And so I had
Lucky us.
I know, so I had to train them all. They're all inside animals. They go outside too. They're all outside now, but
there's no cat box.
There's no cat box. My cats all go to the door to go outside. They do not do the duty in the house. And they're all good about it too.
Same with the dog.
Well, it's because I don't have any, you know, it's like right now I'm 55. I don't have a bunch of little kids around, which I love.
You wanted a cat box, and I said no because once you get them started, you can't stop them.
Yeah, I learned something from that. If you want to train them, I'm not saying it's the right thing because there's a leash law and stuff. You want to train a dog not to be on a leash, don't put him on a leash. And if you want to train a cat to walk on a leash, put him on a leash. But I'm not putting my cats on leashes. They're not going to walk the dog walk like Mr. Kitty did. They're, what was I going to say? They're basically, the cats are... I got boxes everywhere. This is Clay's.
I gotta get my bee stuff outside too.
This is his farm he built. He's got to get his bee stuff outside. But he what was I saying? So this winter I've had, you know, imagine you're training a dog. My son had a dog, and he gave us his dog, and so we had to train him. He was like,
get a gate.
He was completely housebroken in a week, but he was almost a year when we got him because he worked all the time. And so him and his wife, they lived with their in-laws. They had like a bunch of dogs there. So he ended up giving me his dog, and so his dog is really good. He pretty much sleeps with me constantly, huh?
Yeah.
We got these old chairs too that we're going to replace this year. We got these, actually we got them at an outlet center, and they had issues, so they didn't last very long. They were like broken as soon as we got them, so we didn't know that when we bought them. So we're getting new furniture too.
Yeah, we owned them for what, 2 years?
Yeah, we just dealt with it. We just figured.
We got them when Rusty was here, didn't we?
No, we had them after Rusty. We've had them 3 years, but we just dealt with it because sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. You get what you pay for, so we can't really blame them. So yes, I have dishes out. I got a big old mess in my kitchen this morning.
Well, maybe you ought to get off the video and get busy.
Yes, I got a big old mess. So you guys can see. Okay, so anyway. It is messy, but I am working, and you will see. Oh, look! Look at all the hives. Look at all the hives.
When it does on your old
Right?
radio.
And what are you working on?
I'm working on putting an entrance on my nuke box.
So I work fast, so you'll see. I'll get a lot of stuff done today.
I think I'm going to put it on the other side, though.
What's that, the entrance there?
Army general to pick up a squeeze. Guy's name is Christian Digger. I think it's the guy.
Oh, I guess I gotta go because the radio's on. Alright, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.